Welcome to the More Phenomenal podcast, where we talk all things Power Rangers, including action figures, comics, movies, episodes, and more. Name's Doug, with my co-hosts Mac and Caitlin. What's going on?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hey. No one's called us out, but I feel like we should say that I don't think we said it last time, but when we talked about the Fan Friday Turtles, you were yawning a lot, but that's because you just did like a virtual beer festival.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If anyone was wondering, I was very intoxicated.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just putting up the clip on our Instagram with that. I was like, Mac was very excited, and you were yawning in it. And I was like, oh, I should have put
Yeah, Ninja Turtle Power Rangers. How
We
ghost.
filmed at like
Yeah.
7 p.m. and like I had just been drinking for hours and I was playing in the snow. I was like not fully awake.
That's so funny.
I
didn't
haven't
even
gotten
notice
any
that.
scathing DMs
No,
over
no
it,
one's
so
noticed.
I don't
I
think anyone
just,
notices it.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that, by the way, and I think that realistically, Shredder Green Ranger will come out twice. That's what I think.
What do you mean?
Like I think that he'll be like there'll be a deluxe version that's the fan figure, and then he'll also be one of the 2-pack figures. That would be my guess.
Ah.
You know, like how they did Draken.
Mm-hmm. That's yeah. Did he have two forms? I guess normal Shredder. Like I was just trying to think that if he like upgraded his.
Did he upgrade? Not
I don't think
necessarily.
so.
I don't think he did. I read it again today at work, trying to be
Okay.
like, what could be the other figure? You know. But I think that potentially it could be like, oh, he'll come with more accessories or something. You know.
Yeah.
Like
It's not a bad call.
Yeah, because Hasbro does it all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Like Comic-Con exclusive Bespin Han Solo. Oh, what was his exclusive accessory? The Minoc? Like, what are you gonna,
He had the mask thing. Yeah.
the mask thing, and I got it, so I know. Yeah. But like, and then like same with like Grand Admiral Thrawn. He came with like all those tchotchkes, but then they re-released him, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot.
Yeah. That'll be fun to get some answers though. But speaking of comics, there's a new Green Ranger on the scene.
Officially.
Yeah. So you know more about this than I do. So in the new Go-Go, is that the book?
No, because they don't do Go-Go anymore.
Oh, yes.
They do Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers now.
Okay.
And Mighty Morphin is the one about our guys. Like,
yes,
you know,
yes.
Yeah. Like,
well, then what's Power Rangers about?
Power Rangers is about Zach, Trini, and Jason.
Oh, doing their own thing.
In space. Yeah.
Okay.
With Draken. They're the Omega Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in Mighty Morphin, there's a new Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Who is this guy again?
He works for... Spoiler alert. He works for Grace, who's the original Red Ranger, who's like now the head of a SHIELD-esque covert operation that is like, well, we want to be more than like Zordon. Sure, is here as a front line against stuff, but like also I don't trust Zordon. That's kind of the whole point of them, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So they have their own Green Ranger, and that didn't happen until after Tommy became the White Ranger, because like now the Green Ranger powers are up for grabs. I don't know how they got the power coin to work again, because I'm really behind in the comic. But the new Green Ranger is a guy named Matthew Cook, who's an original character that they made up for the comic. And he's originally introduced as Kimberly's boyfriend when the story starts out, that they're keeping a secret that they're Power Rangers from him, you know? And he has this big falling out with them because he kind of has this Flash Thompson type role where he's like a fan of the Power Rangers, but then also like unbeknownst to him, friends with the Power Rangers. Like how Flash Thompson is like obsessed with Spider-Man and doesn't know he's bullying Spider-Man, you know? So when Matthew found out, or Matt, I think they just call him Matt, when he found out that they were the Rangers, he felt like betrayed because they kept that from him. But then, and so there was like this arc where he was kind of upset with them, and then he kind of like came full circle and was like, actually the Rangers are good people. And then his arc ended with him being like, well, I don't like, I don't like, he ran into battle on their behalf, like, oh, like they're gonna get hurt, and so he's like, but the Rangers just, you know, they're the heroes. So I think that like he was picked to be the Green Ranger by I think her name's Grace, because he really wanted it and like showed like exceptional bravery, like, but I don't know his qualifications other than that. I'm not sure if he does like martial arts with Jason and Tommy in the comic, but I know that Tommy and him are like enemies, kind of, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, his upgraded suit or design tweaks look cool. So
I think it looks cool. I like the head fork,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's one of the contenders of who it was going to be. But anyway.
Yeah, I've not been catching up on the books.
Yeah, he's been in it like basically since the beginning, so it kind of makes sense because he's had that seniority and he's an original character in the book. But there have been other people recently that could have, they were teasing it. It could have also been, but it ended up being Matthew Cook. So
yeah, we predicted a girl, but it wasn't a girl. Yeah.
The girl that it could have been would have been awesome, because there's a new character that's a member of Zordon's race, and she is incognito. She's going to Angel Grove and posing as Skull's girlfriend. I think she's actually I think she actually likes Skull, but yeah.
Oh, does Skull know she's posing as his girlfriend or what?
Bulk and Skull don't know that she's an alien, but Bulk is suspicious that she might have something to hide. He's suspicious because he thinks that she'll probably end up breaking Skull's heart. So, yeah.
I'd read that just for that side plot. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it's a great side plot. Yeah, she recently revealed herself to Zordon. It was cool.
Huh.
All right.
Yeah. Sweet. The only other thing that I didn't bring up during the Fan Friday that I posted about was, I guess in the Fan Friday they said Mighty Morphin seasons 1 through 3 are going to be on Netflix, but right now only season 1 is.
I thought you said they were going to be on YouTube.
No, so season 1. So Dino Charge is on YouTube, and they're going to put more stuff on YouTube. The season 1 of the revised version is on YouTube of Mighty Morphin. But they said 1 through 3 of Mighty Morphin should be on Netflix, but it's not.
So they're waiting for that.
I don't know. They didn't say that.
Right.
I went back and rewatched the Fan Friday a few times just to make sure I didn't just that segment.
Yeah.
And it was like, in season 1 through 3 of Mighty Morphin's on Netflix. And I was like, wait a minute. No, it's not.
Excuse me. I like that you did that Tyler the Creator meme. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, that was a lie. Yeah,
yeah, that was a lie.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come up next month.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
but they should have said that.
Yeah. As of right now, I just checked. It's still season 1.
Yeah. Oh, they got their facts wrong on a Fan Friday? How rare is that?
Well, there's going to be some intern fired for it.
Yeah, they
no one's going to get fired.
Yeah.
They're all working from home anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we'll see about that. But other than that, let's get to this episode that I thought was pretty good.
Yeah,
I liked it too.
Yeah.
I'm glad we watched it.
Ninja Steel, yeah.
Yeah.
It was very different than it's funny because in Sentai there's 3 pretty solid ninja themed seasons,
Ninja Steel, Ninja Storm,
and the Alien Rangers.
Okay.
But the Alien Rangers aren't ninjas in Power Rangers. They might be a little bit in the sense that they look like that. They can't hide that.
Yeah.
But they're not Ninja Storm is obviously ninja themed, where Alien Rangers is they're aliens is the theme, and they're from an underwater planet for whatever reason. I didn't know what to expect, how the ninja theme would work, because I know from the episode that we watched before that they were in high school, so it's a little bit different than Ninja Storm. But I was really surprised at how high concept it was and how sci-fi it was. I like that. I thought that was a good surprise.
Yeah. I
like Sarah's hoverboard.
That was cool. That came out of nowhere.
That came out of nowhere. We'll get to that. But the opening sequence is awesome.
It was so cool.
Yeah. I remember watching this at first and not expecting that kind of opening scene with the dad as a ninja who gets the Ninja Steel? What? Ninja
No, it's the
Nexus?
Ninja. Yeah, the Ninja Nexus, but it's
Yeah.
called like the Ninja. It's
The
like a
Ninja
Ninja Star
Star?
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
the Ninja Star.
Yeah. I guess the only word I was kind of confused is it's like a what's the like it's like it looks like a giant like ninja star that you throw as a ninja.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah,
in the middle there's like the morphers, if you
yeah.
will, the
Which
coins.
are also little Ninja Stars. Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when it crashes down on Earth, it's like covered in steel and then he chips the steel off. Is that what I
Yeah.
Yeah,
understand?
Yeah,
it's
so he chipped all the steel off and then put it in the bucket and gave it to Aiden.
well, it became
No,
like a meteorite in
he
Yeah.
turn
gave it
while it was.
yeah, Aiden, sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Correct, the brother.
yeah. It didn't seem, even though the show is called Ninja Steel, I didn't end up like putting a lot of mental energy into the steel. Like even though Aiden is like entrusted with it, when it came full circle toward the end where they're like, we need the Ninja Steel, I was like, oh yeah, you need the Ninja Steel. It's Power Rangers Ninja Steel. But I was like,
Not Power Rangers Ninja Star.
yeah, I was like, I thought you needed the Ninja Nexus. Like, you know, like you've been talking about it this whole time. But I was like, oh wait, duh. Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah, no, I wrote in my notes this should be called Ninja Nexus. But then
Yeah.
as the episode progressed, I was like, "Oh, you're going to go get the Ninja Steel."
To make more ninja stars.
I don't
Ninja
know.
Nexus stars.
I don't know what it's meant for.
Well,
I don't remember. They were like, "Oh, my brother probably has that."
The lady said that
Oh,
the lady said
yeah.
that you could make more stars with it. If
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah,
The cat lady said that.
the cat lady
Okay,
said that.
but what? Like, how did his dad know this? Like,
The
it
dad
just.
didn't know this, I don't
Well,
think.
he chipped off all the friggin' ninja steel, and he was
Yeah,
like he entrusted
was
his
just-
son to hide it.
But he was just trying to get to the
To
inside.
the core. I
But
think
you-
that but Caitlin has a point. Maybe he was like compelled to do it, like Golem.
Well,
or
because
something.
right before he runs out to go save Brody, remember he tells Aiden, he puts it in a can, and he goes, "You need to protect this and be a real ninja." And then
Yeah.
Aiden's like, "Okay," and then he hugs his dad goodbye and runs off.
He did think
That's
about.
true.
He did know there was some inherent specialty to it.
Yeah.
But maybe he just was like, "Hey, this steel is from space. We can use it to make bad swords."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't
what I-
worry, if I die, just run off with this steel and we'll find you.
Well, I mean, the guy had Brody, so
Yeah, that's true.
what kind of threw me off was that they lived on a farm and that they were ninjas. Like I was like trying to get a grasp of that because the dad finds the ninja like meteorite, you know,
Uh-huh.
and he's in normal clothes at that point. But then after he's done chipping it away, he's dressed like a ninja. And I was like, whoa, like, did you get compelled to become a ninja? You know, you were a farmer, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Brody's like, I was outside training. And I was like, wait, you're a ninja family? You're
Yeah.
a ninja family?
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of Three Ninjas. Did you ever
Mhm.
watch that movie as a kid?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Because
With
it's
the
like
three kid ninjas,
the
right?
Three Kid Ninjas, but they're just like three white kids. You know, it's like why are you ninjas? Like
Yeah.
like where like how does your ninja culture how did the ninja like lifestyle penetrate the suburban living that you know you guys are in? But so I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, yeah, you can just be training to be a ninja. Like that's awesome. You know,
Yeah.
either whether you're a turtle in the sewer or a kid, you know, with your brother.
Yeah. I wonder, it didn't say where they lived, right? Like where they
No.
crashed later in the episode could be a totally different continent.
Well,
Yeah.
I suppose it could be like a red, cartoonish looking old McDonald barn in Japan, you know, like, you know, but when we're jumping all around, but when Brody lands back on Earth looking for it, he's like, yeah, I know where we need to go. My old house.
10
But it's
years
like-
ago.
Yeah, but it's like, but where's your old house? Is this the same country? Like,
Yeah.
like you know, like you're lucky you landed somewhere where they speak English.
Yeah. And you're relying on your memory from being like 6
10.
years old.
Yeah. No, he couldn't be 10 because then he'd be 20 now. It was 10
Yeah,
years
and
later.
he's a high schooler.
Yeah, he has to be like 16 or something.
No, but it said 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean he's 10
But
years
it doesn't
old.
mean he was 10 years old when they found
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't
he's
know
probably
what.
like 16, but like
Yeah.
Aiden was probably like 10. He's probably like 20 now.
He's probably an adult, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe 8 years old or
He's
something.
probably hiding in the wilderness still,
He,
holding
he's
on to this bucket.
He's the country singer.
he's the country guy with the hat.
Which
Oh,
makes me
is
think
he?
it was a normal farm.
Yeah.
Like
In the middle
if
of
you're
like Kentucky or something.
yeah, like now it all makes sense. Oh, the older brother that's a cowboy ninja, it's because you guys are cowboy ninjas. Why didn't you
Oh,
explain
okay.
that
I
to
didn't
me?
know
Yeah.
that was who his brother was. I need to watch more of this season.
Yeah.
It's like
He's the one who
Shanghai
doesn't
Noon.
want to. He doesn't like board games from the
Oh,
Halloween
yeah.
episode.
Oh yeah, I don't like board games. I like guitar. It's like
But he's hanging
Uh,
out at the high school, so he must be
maybe
high
he's like
school
18.
age.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't
Or
go to
maybe
the
he's
high
just-
school.
Oh, maybe he just hangs out there.
He's just
Right?
trolling for chicks. Yeah, I don't know.
Because that's legal.
But
In
okay.
Power Rangers, okay. First of
We're
all,
going on.
freaking what's his name? Victor Vincent is a 30-year-old man. So
And
like
he's
I don't
like-
care what like anyone says. That
What
guy
a Gaston trope. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you've never heard of me? Well, now you have.
even
I
had the
like
little
those
like
guys.
he had a little Gaston like partner too.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
like LeFou.
Yeah,
Little
exactly.
nerdy guy that he's like mean to, but yet this nerd is like, yes, you are my king.
I like that more recent Power Ranger seasons have put in the effort of having their own Bulk and Skull. I think that that's important. I like that. So yeah, those guys are great. But
Yeah. These guys are awesome. I like they switch up the sort of Bulk and Skull bully vibe where they're not punks. It's like a jock, but it works.
it works. They're funny, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Beast Morphers one, they're like
I don't know anything about the Beast Morphers ones. They're just kind of dumb. Is the gimmick, right?
they're like clumsy custodians.
Yeah, but they're like interns or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I kind of like it's always just such a it's the Gaston and LeFou kind of trope. You always know you hit a gold when you have some mean jock who has this nerdy kid that follows him around like
Yeah.
God-given earth.
Yeah. Is my homework done? Nice. Like good.
They're
or-
very,
Thanks.
very classic in that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Biff and George McFly. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought it was awesome when the dad turned into a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
My favorite part was that the bag. Okay, so what we're leaving out is that Brody was outside training when his dad was finishing chipping away at the Ninja
Ninja
Nexus.
Steel.
Mhm.
And then these monsters show up, like obviously samurai ninja themed monsters, you know.
Mhm.
They grab Brody, and that's why the whole thing happens with Aiden. But what I loved was that like when the dad ran outside, he was like, "Let him go," and the monster's like, "Of course, you're already surrounded." And it's like, who cares if you got the guy surrounded? You have a hostage. That gives you the upper hand. Like,
Yeah.
it's like whatever. These villains are dumb anyway. They look cool.
They do
Yeah,
look
the
cool.
costumes are great in this
They
episode.
really cool. Yeah, I love that. But when
I
you
can tell them apart.
yeah, you can tell them apart. I don't remember any of their names, but when the dad grabs the ninja morpher thingy, all the monsters are like, he became a Power Ranger. And I thought that was cool because they know what Power Rangers are. Duh. They went to freaking like
Monster.
astronomers like potluck dinner or whatever, you know. They were there. But
that made me think of, sorry to cut you off.
no, good.
But when they were like, oh, he became a Power Ranger, I wrote down on my notes, like, who made these? Like, I want to see the origin story of like
yeah.
this, like, I don't know. I'm picturing it like Lord of the Rings, where like Zordon's people and these other people, they all came together and they all made different rangers, you know, and Zordon's like, mine are gonna be dinosaur themed, and then
And that's where the Quasar sabers are from and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
It kind of makes me think of like in Thor when he goes to the planet to get a new hammer. It's like this like gentle giant that's just like, I'm going to make you a new weapon.
I think that like
that's a good point.
when you think about the Morphin Grid, and I talk about this all the time, but when you think about the Morphin Grid being like an energy source, it would make a lot of sense that cultures all over the galaxy are tapping into it and building weapons. And that's what we see. Is like we see weapons, we see people getting energy from the Morphin Grid to make all kinds of different stuff. You know, whether you want to be a pirate or a ninja or like a space guy or a firefighter, you know, it doesn't matter. But the thing I like the most about this is that I'm sure you do get more of an origin for it if you watch the whole show. But it kind of makes sense, in my opinion, that they would just like that potentially you could just stumble across a source for Power Rangers when you think about how often people are making weapons out of it. You know, it's like, oh yeah, like I just bumped into this, you know, it's like people are leaving super weapons around, or like these monsters are looking for this super weapon, but like who knows where it came from? Just like someone tapped in the morphing grid forever ago. Like that's why there's like wizards that can be Power Rangers on Earth, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, it's a good point.
Yeah. But I was just, as a dad, like, this is cool.
The dad's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Finally,
like
a
that
cool
when he's
dad.
a Power Ranger, he's like flipping through the colors. Like he's he's clearly like the Red Ranger, but like all the
He's, like,
colors are
glitching.
surrounding him. I was
I
like,
didn't
"That's
notice that.
cool." Yeah.
Yeah, he's
You
got
didn't
all
notice
this
that?
energy
Uh-uh.
around him.
Oh, like as he moves, like there's like sparkle. It's not really sparkles, but it's like the Power Ranger colors are surrounding his movements, and so he's like all of them at once.
That's what I
Yeah.
was wondering too, because later on when it breaks into pieces, I was like, could he just? Why was he the red one? Like he should be
Yeah.
all like
No,
all of
because they
them.
were all one giant
Yeah.
star, and then they broke apart. So he was, I think, red would be the automatic color because it's the
Yeah.
leader color. But
Yeah.
Right.
but all of the colors, he was like flipping through like red and kind of a pinkish color.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was neat.
Hmm.
I
That
really
was
liked
cool.
that little detail.
Yeah, I can't believe I missed that. That's awesome.
Pay attention, Doug.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know, but and this isn't even my first time watching this episode. But the bad guys get it, and then he breaks up the Ninja Nexus, and it sends one of those waves, and then he disappeared. And
He
then the
just
villains,
disappeared.
yeah,
Yeah.
It doesn't say whether he died. It just says he disappeared, and then the bad guys are like, "Oh, let's take this human, this
Yeah.
small child."
They
he
like
comes
Star-Lord
back,
him.
but I have never seen those episodes.
Well, I guess we're
Me
gonna
either.
watch him
Yeah,
We'll skip ahead.
because I want to know what happens. Where is his dad?
yeah, I know. But the villains are just like, well, just take this kid, I guess, you know.
That's what villains do.
Yeah. So then he becomes a prisoner on this warship.
Yeah. And I love that, like, in the 10 years since they kidnapped or the kid and stole the Nexus, they've just been holding this ninja warrior challenge where like warriors from all across the galaxy can compete to be worthy enough to try to reach into the Nexus and grab out one of the stars. And it's like in the 10 years that you've been attempting this, you haven't once thought that maybe you can't do it because you're evil. Like, have you not had a good person attempt this? Like, it's like, no, they can't.
Yeah,
be that.
villains
They
aren't
can't be
very
that.
smart.
Yeah.
Or
But my
get the
question is,
kid.
how is it that Brody has never just tried it?
Yeah.
Maybe he's tried to compete before. I mean, he did get his butt kicked by that wolf guy. So maybe like you just can't. I mean, he is only a human. So
Yeah.
No, but I'm not the competition. I mean, he's the one literally carting this thing around. How is it that he never just
oh
was
yeah,
like, oh, my dad managed to do it. Maybe I can.
he definitely easily stole it. So it seems like in the 10 years you haven't tried to reach into it. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly Brody.
What'd you think of the scene where he was talking about escaping, and then the dude's like, "What were you saying?"
Oh yeah, the like one of the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was
And
like,
Mick turns into a mop?
"Yeah, he can shapeshift."
I like that he could shapeshift. I didn't expect that.
No.
Yeah. But I like the guy who was like, when he tells him, you can't escape, and then he's like, "You think you're some kind of ninja?" And then he like does a ninja thing and swaps his sword out for the
Right,
for the
right.
broom. And he's like, "Okay, you got me on that one, but
He's like, ninjas
we
are
still
quick and
killed your
stealthy."
dad." You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I love
Your
that.
dad was a ninja master, and look how it turned out for him.
I
Yeah, you
know.
might be a ninja, but yeah, that was really funny. I forgot.
I was
Again,
like, "Dang,
another moment,
that was
I'm
a
like-
burn."
Yeah, it was a scene. Well, that's what a evil person should say.
Yeah.
And also easiest to remember Power Ranger character name ever, Redbot. I don't think I'll ever forget. I don't think I'll ever forget that guy's name is Redbot. How long do you think it took them to freaking brainstorm Redbot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What should we name those red robot? What about Redbot?
Redbot. They didn't even call him Ninja Bot or anything. They just
No,
called
just
Redbot.
Redbot.
I
Yeah.
bet
And
they
I
probably.
love him.
I bet they had that
I
as
like
in
it.
like a filler name in the script, and then they just never came up with
They're
something
like, nah,
else.
it's good enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes it sounds like Brody is saying Breadbot. I'm pretty sure one time he said
Come here,
Breadbot. but
Breadbot.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Is
Give
the
me
kid
some
even a
toast.
Breadbot? Yeah. He's just a big toaster.
Yeah.
He has freaking repulsor shoes. Like, they I thought that was cool. It's like you let a shapeshifter and a robot that has working jet boots just walk freely around. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So then they decide, the villains decide, let's go back to Earth and try and steal that ninja steel. And then that's when Brody decides to escape, and
They
I
jump
like,
out of a garbage chute.
yeah,
Oh, that was very Star Wars. I like that.
yeah, they had a plan, but they got, Redbot gets a key, and they're like,
For a
that was easy.
spaceship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then little like putties shoot him.
Yeah,
The putties are cool in this season. I like their straw samurai hat look. you
yeah,
know?
they look cool. And then their backup plan was just jumping out of the ship.
Yeah, we'll free fall. I know that you can fly, and I know
Yeah.
that Mick could turn into a paper airplane or something.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
He should have turned into a paper airplane. He turned into a giant rock.
Turn into a rock. You know. And I like that we were watching this episode to get introduced to Mick, and like he's barely in it. I was
Yeah.
like, "What? You're not going to find Rock Mick?" I mean, it's a two-parter, so I get that. But
Yeah.
I didn't watch part 2. Did you guys watch part 2?
No.
No, I
Okay,
haven't yet.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Maybe we'll watch it next week.
But they don't call it part 1 and 2. It's not.
No, just to be continued.
To be
Yeah.
continued. Yeah.
Would have loved to know that it was a two-parter. I hate cliffhangers.
Maybe it's just maybe the show is just a never-ending story. You know.
To be continued.
Yeah.
Episode 12.
Yeah. And then we're introduced. So we've gone from Ninja House to Space Prisoners to high school.
But it's a high school where you can ride your hoverboard to class and nobody notices or thinks it's that weird.
Yeah.
Or work on your car in front of the school parking lot, or have a magic show.
Or
Wait,
you
was
can-
that in this episode? Who was working on the car?
the
Yellow Ranger and the White Ranger.
Yeah.
I must have missed that one too. I must have blinked or something.
It was right before, because Sarah was coming in and she like almost ran over the Yellow Ranger with her hoverboard.
They only
Okay.
have one scene. That's the only scene they have in the episode.
Yeah.
And you
but
know they're gonna come back because they're wearing colors.
they're
Yeah.
wearing colors, and they're and they're in the intro.
We'll talk about them next time. But I like in this season, it's like the first time we're introduced to Rangers who are already dating pre becoming
Right,
Power Rangers.
Right.
Oh, were they
yeah.
dating?
Yeah.
The Yellow Ranger and the White Ranger
Aw.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. It's kind of nice. It's like, yeah, of course we'd meet this couple in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got to get at least one who's already a couple, as opposed to like every season people being like, oh, will they, won't they? You know?
And it's sort of like you know, when we're talking about Mystic Force, like I like that they were sisters in the beginning. It wasn't like, where's my long lost sister? You know,
Yeah.
it was just like, no, we know where we are. Like we hang out. Like
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. But he also has a car, or she has a car. One of them has a car. So
I think it's his because it's bright yellow.
It's yellow. It's a yellow car. No.
I mean, I think it
whose
would be
car
weird
is
if the
it?
White Ranger had a yellow car.
yeah.
I mean, the Pink Ranger's hoverboard already had her ninja logo on it. You know.
Did it?
Oh, did
Yeah,
it? Oh, I didn't
yeah.
notice
I
that.
didn't notice that.
It had the freaking yellow, or the silver like
Oh, funny.
Ninja
I
Star
didn't even
thing in the
notice
front.
that.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't notice that. Can we talk about the Blue Ranger, Preston, I believe, who's a magician?
Yeah. I love him.
Changeo.
Yeah. Straight out of like almost like an anime or something.
Mhm.
Nobody was bullying him, and I thought that was
No.
weird. I mean,
Yeah.
they kind of bully him later, but like he's advertising his magic show right out front.
Mhm.
I guess it's because in Power Rangers people are just wholesome, and
Mhm.
He's
And
really
people even
good.
showed up and were like clapping.
But I couldn't tell. They
Yeah.
weren't like.
they
Look,
were they were not enthusiastic about it,
Yeah,
and
they
it
were
was
just
a
like-
good trick.
I don't
Yeah.
the best trick.
Yeah,
it was
I
a
don't-
crazy good trick.
I would be like, how did you do that?
Yeah, I mean, he did a quick change in 2 seconds with a puff of smoke. No wonder this guy's destined to be a ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the
right?
audience was very like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. We've seen it
okay.
before, Preston. Yeah.
yeah.
No, dude,
You
that
just
was a great
changed the
trick.
costume.
Yeah.
What if what if that's his only trick? They're like,
Yeah.
it's still really
Different
impressive,
costume.
but we've
It's
seen
all
it
he
every day.
does.
Yeah. They're just there to be like, how'd you do that? How did
Every
you
time
do
they
that?
watch him, they're more skeptical. Yeah.
Everyone just like changes position every time in the audition or in the show. I'd just be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna watch from the right side now.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, in a world where nobody bats an eye at a girl's hoverboard, maybe they're like, nah, you just use holograms. They're like, yeah, whatever, Preston. We live in Iron Man world. It doesn't matter.
Right?
Yeah.
But in a world where Power Rangers existed before then, it kind of makes sense that technology was a bit boosted, more casually.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
was good sleight of hand, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The nerd guy does say something about it later, like, oh, that was the first time people actually
Anyone.
showed up or something. Yeah.
Or
Oh, poor
like
Preston.
she was the only one that ever showed any kind of concern, toward the magic show.
Yeah.
That's not
Mhm.
exactly the line, but it seems like that's what they're getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kind of in Power Ranger history, this Blue Ranger is the brother of the actor who played the Blue Ranger in the previous season.
In Dino Charge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Preston is jacked.
Yeah.
When he gets his clothes
Yeah.
when he gets his clothes stolen from him, he's like super cut. So I'm like, no wonder no one's bullying Preston. He's hot. Like, yeah, you can keep doing magic.
He's a hot nerd.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. His voice kind of like as an actor, I think he was doing like a Power Ranger voice, like kind of like I don't know how to put this into words. Like I think he was trying to play his voice nice, but I noticed at the end of this episode when he had like longer lines, it was like I had a different voice. I don't know
He
if
had a
anyone
different
else.
he shifted tones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the
I didn't
cadence in
notice
his voice was a little different.
He did try to sound a little bit more like flighty and young in the
Yeah.
beginning, and then so that was cool. So
I don't know about you. If I had just beaten up an alien, I would have like so much confidence at that moment.
yeah, I'm the best magician. So they see Mick and Brody and Redbot falling from the sky, but they don't know what that is. They don't know
No,
what
it's
that
just
at
like
first.
Yeah.
Asteroids.
Yeah,
What's the Pink Ranger's name? Do we know what's her name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Okay. Yeah. So she and Preston go investigate that.
Yeah.
And then that's where they find Brody fighting this other dude.
Mhm.
Whose name I don't remember, but he's like the reigning champion of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior.
And Brody's still connected to the ship computer, so he's like, "How do I beat him?" And she's like, "You cannot do this alone."
Yeah.
I know. Are you going to be connecting to the ship's computer the whole season? Because it seems like they could easily track you.
Yeah.
Something tells me the villains aren't that smart.
No, I mean they're not consistently smart, at least.
Yeah.
No.
But,
Maybe
yeah.
Cat Lady. Cat Lady might be smart, but
Cat
She
Lady,
might be,
she's gonna betray some people.
oh yeah,
Totally.
she has her own agenda. The main villain is pretty airheaded, it seems
Yeah.
like. But,
Yeah.
mhm.
yeah, I liked how they.
She's no Camille.
She's no Camille. Another great season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they all got the morphers from the thingy, but then like there wasn't really like you don't see their morphing sequence yet, which like
Mhm.
I would have liked to have seen it just to say because I
Have
know
an
what
opinion.
yeah, I mean I know what it looks like already, but I thought it was cool that like the villain tries to kill them and then just like the effect of being attacked with so much energy like triggers the power. I was like that was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
I kind of liked that more. I think I would have been kind of like meh if they like managed to morph because they literally have no idea what they're doing. Like I really
Right.
liked
Yeah.
that when they go into position, it appears and they're like, "Oh my gosh, look at this!"
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
Preston's like, that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was a real magic trick,
Magic.
Yeah.
So I kind of liked that the blast is what morphed
Yeah.
them instead of
Yeah.
them being like, I suddenly know what to do.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would have been
Um,
weird if Brody was like, "Guys, just listen. Someone in my brain is telling me
Yeah.
not to spin." You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that if maybe in the next episode, I don't know if it happens because I haven't watched it, but like in the next coming episodes, they learn that, oh, if I say this, it will turn me into a Power Ranger.
They must get
Versus,
some mentor, right? I
yeah,
don't know. Do they have a
Mick.
maybe Redbot becomes the mentor.
Yeah, maybe
I
Redbot.
think it's Mick.
I think Mick is their mentor in
Really?
some
Oh.
way.
Yeah.
He's at least their like alpha, you know. But I guess Redbot's the alpha, but you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
But Mick is a ninja though, right? Like
I don't remember.
you see him morph in that one episode.
He morphs at some point into a Red Ranger. Right?
He does.
I don't
So
know.
I don't know. Maybe he's just shapeshifting in the Red Ranger.
No, could be.
It's a good point. I mean, he
Um,
did turn into a rock and a broom, so
Yeah.
anything's possible.
I did feel this first fight scene was really good.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah.
it.
It had all the tropes, like, you know, the blast, and then they're the Rangers, and then they start fighting.
I love that they don't know what the weapons are called, and they're like, let's just call this.
Oh yeah,
Ninja Blaster. Yeah. I like it. It's shaped like a frog. I thought that was cool. It's like, can we call it the froggy gun?
Yeah. and then that just kills them.
Yeah. They're like,
defeats
oh,
the
that was
villain.
easy. We're freaking small. The Pink Ranger says she feels like she has the power of like of 10 freight trains or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
liked that because earlier she said she built her hoverboard to be as strong and as fast as a freight train, and then she suddenly goes, I feel like 10 freight trains.
Yeah.
Nice.
It really shows like, oh wow, once you're a Power Ranger, you just am like immediately full of power. Like
Mhm.
Mhm.
they don't really do that a lot where they describe it in a way where you can understand what they mean. You're like, oh
Mhm.
wow, yeah, like you would just feel indestructible. You know?
Yeah,
So that
and I
was
like
cool.
that it's zoomed in. I don't know if it's done that before. I don't think I've seen them do it, but where it zoomed in past the
Oh,
mask and showed their face.
Iron Man style.
And they have like
Yeah.
they have like a ninja mask underneath.
Yeah, they were wearing
Yeah.
masks before. It was cool.
Yeah.
You see that happen in it depends on the season.
Yeah.
Like they'll have like in Lightspeed Rescue, they have like a respirator over their mouth. So like
Okay.
they'll do that sometimes where they show the eyes be expressive. But
Mhm.
yeah.
I think
Well,
Power
for me, it was the
Rangers.
first time that I had seen them do that, and I kind of liked that. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is cool.
I think Power Rangers Samurai kind of started doing
Yeah, they
that
have
a little bit more
mask
often.
underneath that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because their flip heads had masks.
Yeah. I love the suits on these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they definitely it's hard because like you have these two other really great ninja themed costumes that came before. So it's like what do you do differently?
Mhm.
And I thought it was the Ninja Star visor was very cool. And I like that they all had different shapes. Like that was cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then they kind of team up, and then lastly they're just like, let's bury this in some rocks. this what's it called? The Ninja Nexus? They bury that with some rocks.
And they put a lot of work into burying it. It seems like there's like over a dozen rocks involved. And then it immediately flies into the air Dragon
Yeah.
Ball style.
I would be so mad. I'd be
Yeah.
like, I took an hour to bury you.
Yeah, you were supposed to stay there. You know?
So funny.
And I really thought that Mick was going to be one of the rocks. I was like, isn't that the best solution to that? But
Right.
Yeah, I know he ends up at the school somehow, but I don't know. He must have made a pretty good crater though with the size rock he was coming down.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Maybe he turned into a butterfly or something.
Yeah. But yeah, thumbs up. This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
enjoyed
excited
it.
to see more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of want to see what happens next.
We'll have to
Okay.
watch part 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. We'll watch part 2. Next week, Dino Fury will be out. So
Yay!
Oh wow.
yeah, we might watch that, or maybe we'll come back for part 2, see how that.
Wait, what day does it come out?
So this comes out Sunday. It came out yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we're going to be able to watch it on YouTube, right?
I don't know. So that will, I'll probably watch it on TV because I'll be up by
Yeah,
then because
I'll
Grayson
record
will
it. I'll be like,
have it,
Mom,
but
I need some room on the DVR.
Yeah, we don't get Nickelodeon, but I'll figure it out.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if it's not anywhere, we'll just have a brief talk about it. We'll watch Ninja Steel, but if we do end up all watching it, we'll have a more of a breakdown on that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Has the theme song? I couldn't even tell you what the Dino Fury song sounds like. I know there's Evolution Revolution in there.
Oh yeah, now I remember because you said that.
Mhm.
Evolution, revolution. Um,
The only reason I bring that up is because I like the Ninja Steel theme song.
I liked it. I was like jamming
Yeah.
to it.
it definitely sticks in your mind. Like I don't remember what they say, but I remember like Ninja Steel.
And the graphics are really cool. Like it was like a solid intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still like Ninja Storm better if we're talking ninja seasons, though. I can't deny.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I'd have to watch more. I've seen more Ninja Storm, so I have to watch more.
I guess I'd have to watch more
Steel.
Ninja Steel, but I don't think anything can top like Ninjas by Day and then also motocross. like when we're not ninjas, we're surfing or skating or motocross. It's like, yeah, like you sold. Like 8-year-old me is into that.
Yeah. They haven't made any of these figures yet of these dudes. That'll
No,
be
they
cool.
haven't. We don't have any Ninja Rangers yet. What the heck?
Yeah.
We don't even have anyone from Samurai yet. What's that about?
That's okay.
Yeah, I know, but like people like. Wait, do people not like Samurai? I thought people did like Samurai.
People like what they like. People don't like.
Yeah.
Don't.
You gotta put a poll up.
You gotta
Put a poll up.
I think I put a poll up. I think people liked it. So
You should say what people like between this and Samurai because they're pretty comparable in some ways. You know.
okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. But other than that, I think this was a pretty good episode.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. Got nothing else. We talked a little bit of comics today. That was the first for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the only one reading it. I'm not even reading it. I'm like,
Yeah, but you work at a store. You work with the.
Yeah, you
the
work.
big-
It's
I
kind of
read
easy
them for
you.
free. Even though I still buy them. Like I was telling my coworker today, like I think I got to stop pulling one of my Power Ranger titles, and she's like, "But that's your thing." Yeah, but like, I'm not even caught up. But anyway.
Yeah. I'm excited. I might actually. The first comic I buy in a while is they announced last week, the Batman. Michael Keaton is getting his own comic book.
89. I know.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the artist was officially able to talk about it today on Instagram. And I saw some of the concept art for it. And
Yeah.
you see they're doing Superman too?
Yeah, I'll do the
Yeah.
Superman
Ooh.
too. But
Yeah.
yeah, these ones I'm excited for.
Well, the fact that Batman is written by the screenwriter is so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like as official as you can get. So
I knew this was coming at some point. I'm just was waiting
that
for
artist has been like pitching it forever, but I guess they finally were like, well, we got nothing else going on.
it. Well, I think it was that Michael Keaton's coming back. They're like,
Yeah, they're
oh,
like, we gotta have something. Yeah.
yeah.
But honestly, DC's comics are such a joke these days that I'm happy that they have something to be excited about, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but anyway.
Yeah. I know it's not Power Rangers, this is the more part, but I've been catching up on The Wedding, Batman.
Oh, the wedding. So you're still on the other writer?
Yeah.
There was a whole nother like 100 issues after that.
I
Oh my
know,
God.
but
Yeah.
I had those like when I went I had those pulled like single issues
Sure,
back,
right.
but I just went back and I bought some graphic novels to just fill in the gaps.
Good, flush it out. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I want to know what you think of it, but yeah, Tinian took over after Tom King, and I think people are kind of hit and miss on that too. But
I'm just bummed they didn't get married. I think it's stupid that they didn't get married.
of course, yeah, they teased it forever. Well, read Batman Catwoman, also by Tom King. They're married in that, so
All right.
yeah.
I'll
Issue
read
3
that.
comes out tomorrow, or it came out today because DC's different. They come out on Tuesdays now.
Was it Tuesdays always today or no?
Tuesday was the shipment day, but comics always release on Wednesdays.
Oh,
And DC was like, no, now that we don't ship through Diamond, they don't ship through Diamond anymore. They have their
Mhm.
own shipping
yeah.
that they want to be released on Tuesdays so that
Ooh.
DC fans don't even have to burden themselves by looking at any other yucky comics. They can just go straight to DC. So anyway,
One thing I
So
keep
funny.
bringing up Fan Friday news, like,
yeah,
but they mentioned that they're releasing like the omnibus of like all of the like Power Rangers, the
Yeah.
first set, and they said it's through Kickstarter, and I was like, that's interesting.
yeah. I mean, like, why can't it be a HasLab? But yeah, I guess the whole point is that they don't want to print more than what people are interested in
Yeah,
getting. So it
totally.
makes sense.
Makes
But
sense.
yeah.
If you had to pick a HasLab Power Rangers, what would you do? So
Uh,
just so you know,
Meg-
Caitlin, it's like made to order. So, or do you want to explain it, Meg? That was very bad.
yeah, it's exactly what we're saying. It's like Hasbro's internal Kickstarter or own internal Kickstarter. So they'll put out a product, people have to pay into it to back it, and then if it meets its goal, then
They make it.
they make it. But they only make as many as people order.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, with how freaking crazy that Unicron is, it's insanely big. And I don't even like Transformers that much. It's so big. It's in scale with other Transformer toys.
Is this one that's current? That's
Yeah,
being
it's like
backed
their
right now?
I think it finished getting backed. It's one of their most recent ones.
Okay.
It's so big
How much?
that I don't know how much it's going to retail for. A crazy amount. I wish I had gotten the sale barge, but I think that the only Hasbro HasLab Power Ranger thing I would ever like if they didn't do this, I'd be pissed. A black or a lightning collection scaled Megazord where each individual Zord transformed into each part and then you combine it yourself.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the
and
only-
you can put the Rangers in
and you
them.
can put the Rangers in the cockpit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's it, right? I mean, that's all it could possibly be. I can't imagine anything else.
Yeah, I could see them trying to do the command center, but I don't know if I'd bite on that.
Playsets are hard, because
I don't know how they would be able to make something that like worked smoothly.
Yeah.
Well, I think that transformable toys are in Hasbro's wheelhouse. So like the Megazord
true.
might, even if it's not like 100% to scale, I think that would still be really cool. If
Like they could have tiny Power Rangers.
yeah, or it could just fit the Lightning Collection guys, but just not 1:1 scale. It's like
Okay.
know how like the Millennium Falcon they made isn't really to scale, but it still fits all the 3 3/4 inch figures.
Yeah.
It's like it'd be like that. It's like, okay, it does the job. Like I can get the Red Ranger in the T-Rex and then I can transform it, But Jesus, that would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
I was thinking about HasLab though the other day, and I can't remember what it was, but I was like, that needs to be a HasLab project. What was it? What freaking? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's G.I. Joe.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it for this week.
Okay.
Until next week, we might Dino Fury or Ninja Steel Part 2. We'll see.
Great. Or we
Yeah.
could do both. There's no news.
We'll do both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
We'll see. I guess Fury counts as news, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'll
Well,
talk to you later.
Well, until next week, it's not less phenomenal. It's more
More
phenomenal.
phenomenal.
Also, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. I know don't be a coward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And subscribe.
Yeah.
Kill your mom.